Hello and welcome, I'm Izzy from Minerva, and today in this video I'm going to be talking you through one of our core ranges of fabric, which is our Meat Milk Smooth Drape Tencel Twill. Now I've got that behind me right here now for you. So we stock it in 21 different colours and they are all here for you to see. Now all the fabric will be linked in the comments below in the video description, so you can easily find it on our website with absolutely no problem. And if you've got any questions or comments about this fabric, please do just post in the comments below, and of course we will reply to you as soon as we can. So what exactly is this fabric? This is Smooth Drape, which describes how it feels, and it's called Tencel Twill fabric. Now, twill is the type of weave, so it comes with a sort of diagonal weave on it when you look at the fabric, and you'll see that in a few minutes when we have a closer look at it. And the tensile aspect describes exactly what the fibres are that make up the fabric. Now this fabric is 100% tensile lyocell with a weight of 213 grams per metre squared. It's 155 metres wide, so it is wide, so it's perfect for dressmaking. It's got a medium weight and it has a lot of drape and movement, which is really nice. It has a really luxurious feel and is really soft and smooth to wear. It's got a lovely drape. It's sort of semi-matte with a slightly peachy finish. It's really versatile and it can be used for all sorts of garments. I'll talk you through some great examples for patterns towards the end of the video. And we just love the fact that with this tensile fabric, it doesn't tend to crease as much when you're washing it or wearing it compared to, say, linen or other types of fabric. So that's really great. The Meat Milk fabric, which is this Tencel, is a really good choice for people that are really keen to be sustainable as well. It is produced in a way that has a strong focus on the environment and also sustainability as far as it possibly can. Now these lyocell fibres are derived from sustainable wood sources, and they are also harvested from certified and controlled sources of natural forests in sustainably managed plantations. So this is what our Meat Milk brand say about their fabric, which is really good. Now the Tencel fibres have also gained a commendable reputation for their award-winning and environmentally responsible closed-loop production system, which transforms the pulp into fibres with a high resource efficiency and really low ecological impact. So for those of you that are really interested in making sure that your me-mades and your homemades are have a really low environmental impact and are sustainable, this is a really good choice for you. This is the Meat Milk Tencel Twill. So what do we know about the brand Meat Milk itself? Now this company is based in Denmark and a lot of their woven fabric is actually produced in Turkey. They are a brand that really care about sustainability. They have lots of a wide range of fabrics, a lot of which we stock here at Minerva, and they often come out in big collections of colours. So you may find there is a moss green colour in the Tencel Twill, but also the exact same colour is also produced in a jersey. So they produce this really nice wide range of fabrics. So do check them out if you're interested in sort of mixing and matching different types of compositions of your materials. So how does this fabric actually feel? This is obviously, as we've talked about, really smooth. It's quite peachy. It's got a lovely drape to it. It's got a nice matte finish, absolutely beautiful. It's got a really nice kind of swish and sway to it. Can you see that? It's kind of really swishy and quite elegant. It's got a really nice weight to it because it's 215 grams per metre squared. So it's got that lovely kind of consistency to it as well, which is really lovely. Now Tencel also has some fantastic natural qualities to it, which are because it's made from wood pulp, because it's a natural resource and natural fibre. It is really gentle on the skin, so good for sensitive skin. It also absorbs moisture and wicks it away from the body, which is amazing. Similar, I guess, to linen. Its fibres are also antibacterial as well because it's natural, so this is just loads of amazing things. And Also, if you're interested in being more sustainable in the way that you wash and the way you manage your clothes at home, this fabric actually requires less washing than, say, cotton, just because of its natural properties. Probably one of my favourite things about Tencel is that it doesn't get static, and it won't cling to your body. So you can see I'm wearing the Closet Core Patterns blanket flight suit today, and it's not clinging anywhere, it's just hanging really nicely, it's just draping really well. So I hope that's helpful for you to see. Now I'm really keen to talk you through all the colours, so let's give this a go. We've got 21 colours to work our way through. This first one here is a lovely rich brown, and this is our pecan fabric. Our second one here is Cinder. This is a beautiful rich red. Very autumnal colours, those two. And another autumnal colour here is the Rust, which is this beautiful rusty brown. It's got a lovely sort of deep colour and consistency to it there, hasn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. But this one is the Mustard. Again, just a lovely tone up from the Rust, isn't it? These colours just work so well together. Look at those. Absolutely stunning. This next one is called the Amber. Like an amber traffic light. This has quite a nice vibrant tone to it, even though I'd still say it's probably in the autumnal colour range. It's working really nicely with these greens and also with the browns and the reds. It looks really good, doesn't it? And then we have the Emerald. Now this one I would say is almost like a sort of teal colour. They have called it Emerald, but it's a very bluey green, isn't it? And again, I think this probably sits within the autumnal sort of colour range. Beautiful colour there. This is the Khaki. And you can see we've got 3 greens here to show you another brighter green down at the end. And all those 3 greens actually look really nice together. They sort of tone and blend really nicely. But not only that, they also look excellent with these colours. I can imagine a beautiful pair of trousers in that with like a nice blouse, or you know, just something like that would look amazing, wouldn't it? Okay, and then obviously the Moss, which I am styling today. So this is a lovely green, just a nice mid-tone, not too in your face, but just nice and gentle. That's Moss. This is our soft mint green fabric. It's a much lighter colour than the other greens, and it blends really nicely. Now, if you're into your colour analysis and you like to know if the colours are spring, summer, autumn or winter, I'd probably say that all of these ones so far have been approximately within the autumnal range. So if you really like that sort of range, I think those ones all go together really nicely. Now this one is called Anchor. This is a lovely, rich navy sort of colour. It's a really deep blue. And you can see it's blue when you lay it up against the sort of the whites and the blacks over at the far end. This blue is called Blueberry, and it's a really lovely rich blue, absolutely gorgeous, really lovely. Quite dark, muted, but like enough of a colour to make a bit of a statement there. This is our Maroon. You can see the sort of tones and the colours there. It's looking really nice, isn't it? Moving on to a brighter purple. This is Mauve. We thought you might like to see this in a little bit more detail, so I've just picked one fabric just to give you a feel for sort of how it moves and sways. You can really see the detail of the twill in that shot as well. And again, I'm just loving how all these sorts of colours just tone in so nicely together, don't they? It's absolutely beautiful colours that meat milk produce, absolutely gorgeous. So that's our mauve. This one has a lovely name, it's called the Purple Haze, and it is a really nice pale purple, really lovely for summers, I think. It's a nice summer colour, that one. And then moving on to some more kind of neutrals and pinks. This one is called Warm Sand. And this actually goes really nicely across a range of these colours if you're wanting to sort of mix and match a little bit. I think it looks really good with these sorts of summery colours and also with those, but actually it's a really lovely neutral. Hang on, let me just turn around because you won't see me otherwise. It's a really lovely neutral to put in with some of these more autumnal colours as well. So maybe have a think about that. That's Warm Sand, that one. Moving on, we have Powder Pink. Very feminine colour, this one. Our next tone of pink is called Puff. Bit of a stronger pink here, a bit bolder, but it's not like fuchsia pink, it's a very still soft, gentle pink. And now this one is called Old Rose, which I think is a really romantic name. It's a lovely dusky rose colour, I guess, pink, absolutely gorgeous. Again, I feel like this one looks quite nice with some of these autumnals at the far end, but also looks great in this sort of range here. Now again, if you're into your colours and you're really keen to know if it's spring, summer, autumn, winter, we would put these colours, the ones I've just spoken to you about, all the way through from Old Rose all the way through to Anchor, probably more in the summer range of fabrics, summer range of colours. But again, some of these do cross and change into the autumnal or into the spring or into the autumn, so or into the winter colours. So don't let that stop you. Don't forget you can always order samples, so that's another great way of checking out the colours. Now then, we are working our way through this. There are so many colours. Moving on to more of the yellows. This is a lovely yellow, but it's called Mellow, not yellow. Really nice shade, very sort of spring colour, that one. Could see my mum looking good in that. Moving on to a beautiful rich cream. Now this one is called Shell. This one looks great because it's such a neutral, looks really good against a wide range, doesn't it? I could see that making a really nice blouse actually. And because of the weight of the fabric, there's no it's not see-through at all. So it'd make a really lovely blouse actually. I might do that. I would say that those two, if you're interested in your colours, would probably be more in the spring range, but again, it's up to you to pick and choose what you think. Now, moving on to some more of our stronger colours in this range, we've got a lovely white, which is called Bright White. That's a really nice neutral. And again, same as the cream, like you can't even see your hand behind it. Now, this is a lovely neutral grey, and it's called Sky. So I think maybe it's reflecting the sort of, maybe the British skies rather than the Spanish skies or something beautiful like that. So we have a lovely grey here, which is called Sky. This bold red is called Berry. Now this is a gorgeous, strong blue, really bold, really powerful, making a good statement. This is called Lapis, and it is gorgeous. I have a few friends that would look absolutely amazing in that. Moving on to complement our white, our bright white that we had previously, we have got a black, and it's called Black, which is really convenient. I can imagine that being beautiful in a pair of like wide-legged trousers for work, or yeah, something like that would look absolutely gorgeous. Now the last two colours that I've got here are two beautiful greens. The first one is a deep green, and that's what it's called. Lovely rich colour, that one. And finally, we've got a bold, bold green here for you all. This is called Frog, and I really like it. I like the name of it too. You can see it up against the white there, can't you? It's such a bold colour. Now again, if you're into your spring, summer, autumn, winter's colours, from the white to the frog, all of these I'd say probably sit within the winter range, so because they're so strong, they're so bold, they're so vibrant, they all look fantastic. If you love that sort of like bold contrast, those are the colours for you. I hope that's helpful. You've got a good feel of the fabrics and the colours. There's such a beautiful wide range, so do take your pick and take a good look at all of those. So what looks good in this fabric? Well, I think anything that requires a little bit of drape or a bit of swish would look amazing in this fabric. It has a really nice feel to it, doesn't it? You can kind of feel that that flow of the fabric. It's got a lovely weight to it as well, though. So I think anything that has that requires that little bit of swish, that element of softness. I'm thinking maybe some beautiful wide leg trousers, you know, with a nice kind of high waist that just like look really elegant with heels. Maybe a nice flowing summer dress or relaxed blouse. You can see the collar looks really good on this blanket flight suit. That sits really comfortably, but still quite relaxed because of its drapiness. What else? Little dresses, little skirts for little kids would be amazing. Maybe some of the darker colours. I might be quite tempted to make my husband like a nice shirt out of one of those. But okay, let's get into some specific patterns I think would be really good for you. So take a look at these and see what you think. Now, the first pattern that came to mind when I was thinking about this particular fabric was the Deer and Doe Melio shirt, or possibly, if you're looking for a lady's blouse pattern, the I Am Sewing pattern Irma dress and shirt. So that pattern would look really, really good because this particular fabric has the same colour on the front and the back. So any pattern with a high-low design in the hem would work really well in this fabric, just because it is so interchangeable front and back. So that would look like really elegant. It doesn't have like the wrong side, right side, isn't particularly obvious. So that would be great. In terms of a dress, you might want to consider the by hand London dress, the Tasman dress. It's a really lovely dress, got a beautiful neckline. Do check that out. That's quite a recent release and it's looking so good on social media right now. Next up, obviously, I have to recommend the Closet Core Patterns Blanket Flight Suit, which I'm currently wearing. So I'd really recommend that one. Check out our sew along because that's really helpful if you're interested in doing that one. What else would I recommend? In terms of trousers, you might want to try out the Simplicity sewing pattern, number 1887. Now this is a pattern with two different lengths and cuff variations. It can be a short or a skirt in two different lengths. So it's got loads of different options. It's a great Simplicity sewing pattern, really simple to use. So check that one out. In terms of men's patterns, you could look at the New Look sewing pattern at 6197. I think that would be super duper cute. And finally, if you're wanting to make a child's pattern, you might want to try out the Simplicity sewing pattern 8146. Now this is a really adorable pull-on little jumpsuit and dress for mum and daughter, and also a doll, I think, as well. So it's a really fun little project to make together, or just make it as a gift potentially as well. So thank you for watching our fabric focus video. I do hope that you found that helpful and inspiring. And if you've got any questions, please just post them in the comments below. And as I said before, all the fabrics will be linked in the comments and video description below. Thanks for watching.